So it's been almost more than a month since I've driven the Mustang GT, and well, the weather is not as ideal as I would like it to be, but I'm finally glad we're finally taking care of the issue that has prevented me from driving my Mustang. So as you guys know, I did get the new tires and new wheels. These are SVE SP2 wheels with the 285 square setup. So just imagine this car has been sitting like that for almost a month, where I get to see this, new tires and everything, but I haven't been able to drive it. And what has really prevented me from driving my car is actually the alignment that we're gonna take care of today. You would think it would be easy to get the alignment dialed in, but it's been a journey. So finally getting to drive the car after so long. I'm headed for the alignment, and I can't wait to get this thing completely dialed in. I haven't been able to align it properly. Took it to a couple shops. They said the car was too low. One shop was willing to do it, but they said they don't want to be held liable if the front splitter gets ripped or scraped, anything like that, which kind of makes sense from a liability perspective, but I would have figured that they would be a little bit more professional and knew how to do that, because most of them have the on-ram alignment machine as opposed to the in-ground one. So I finally caved in. I called my dealer. I was like, hey, I need the alignment done. The car is lowered. Is that going to be an issue? And they assured me that, you know, they've done lowered cars, not a problem at all. And I think just makes sense from a quality standpoint. Hopefully I'll get a quality job done with the alignment, especially as the car is lowered. I've heard some people just kind of get turned back and be like, it's not aligned within the spec that Ford is recommending. So obviously lowering the car does change the alignment of the vehicle itself. I'm hoping I can get it pretty close to the stock specs. More than likely it's probably going to be closer to Performance Pack 1 alignment. Mine is non-Performance Pack, just the premium version. So let's see how that goes. I want to say it has been at least a month since I've really properly driven this car. I've been driving, obviously. I have a G37 that I've been driving, but it's just one of those things that only car enthusiasts can understand when you don't or not able to drive your car. So I'm really excited. I mean, just imagine having the new wheels, new tires all set up, and all you can do is just stare at it. You can't really enjoy the benefits of the new tire or really, you know, drive the cars to like the Cars and Coffee and anything like that. So finally, I'm able to do that. Hopefully after this alignment job is done, it comes in fine. There's no issues with it. Part of me is like, I should have gotten the caster plates or camber bolts. Camber bolts, I've heard mixed things where some people say it's a little bit risky, where others are like, it's fine. So I don't know. I don't want to play around with camber bolts and find out the hard way. Caster plates were, to be honest with you, a little too expensive for just getting the alignment right, because a lot of people have gone without them and they were able to align relatively close to it. So big caster plates were like $300 or so. So let's see how that pans out. I'm hoping they can get it pretty close to not really the non-Performance Pack 1, but at least the Performance Pack 1. I don't think I've ever really paid attention to alignment numbers. This is the first time, maybe because the car is lowered now. I just want to make sure everything gets done perfectly fine. I've I have aligned 2-3 times before, like on different cars, even my older 2006 Mustang GT. And as long as they showed me green, I was like, all right, good. I don't know what the camber toes and any of that is gonna have to deal with, but let's just go with it. But this time I've been researching a lot more because I want to make sure that they don't just come out of like, it's in green, you're good to go, and 10,000 miles later I'm experiencing like significantly increased tire wear on the new tires. Alright, so the car is at the dealership and we're waiting on the alignment. So while we wait, we figured we'd check out some of the Mustang. This is the Grabber Blue with the optional 20-inch wheels. I have to say, the Grabber Blue is one of the really beautiful colors, and I probably would have gotten it if I did not have a race red. This is a Rapid Red with a black accent package. The wheels look a little bit different than what I have on mine. I think they changed the design in 2020. I have to say, these wheels actually kind of look like the upcoming carbon fiber Dark Horse wheels. If you really get, it's a similar 5-spoke design. Next up, we've got a base Mustang. Those wheels look hilariously small for a Mustang. And right behind me is actually a lot of Mustangs as well, if you can call these a Mustang. We've got a bunch of Mach-E's. I do see a GT model over there. I think that's my first time seeing a GT, Mustang Mach-E GT. It looks really good, But again, I love the wheel design. It kind of looks similar to the Mustang Mach 1's Nest wheel design, but I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. All right, just got back from the dealership and I have the alignment specs with me. All right, they were pretty much able to align everything according to the factory specs. I did ask them if they were going to be able to kind of do similar alignment to the Performance Pack 1, but apparently they have to put the VIN number, and whatever the VIN number gives them is what they get. I don't know, I'm kind of surprised from this because the toe is the only thing that seems to be off. This is the front left, front right, rear left and right. Everything, like if you look at the before, they were all green, which is kind of weird because the car is obviously lowered. So I would have expected the alignment would be out of whack. Nothing too bad because I've been driving a few months with this and did not notice anything that would be concerning. But I know when you lower it, of course, your alignment kind of goes out of spec. So I would have expected a lot of red, and then kind of expected that, because online people have said that unless you have caster plates, you're not going to be able to get all the way to the proper spec. And you get close to it, but it won't, like, it will show red for the purposes of this alignment spec sheet that they print out. I'm just looking more at it. It seems like anything that was in green previously, they may not have adjusted too much of, and anything that was red, like the toe, which is basically what's going to impact the tire wear, which is what I was really concerned with. The only value I think that could have been better is the rear camber on left and right. So it's within the spec, you can see it's green, but it should be, I think most people are running negative 1.5 to 1.7, which is, I feel like, what should have been ideal. I'm just going to drive around, and if something pops up, I'll obviously go back to the dealership. But right now, I think I'm okay. At least the toe is back to green now, and I don't have to worry about the tire wear, and I can finally start enjoying the car. I mean, I'm honestly just happy that it's done, and I finally got the alignment done. I'm able to drive the car and not feel guilty that maybe I'm causing uneven wear on the tires. I drove it maybe, like, I don't know, less than 100 miles. So for a month or so, I barely drove the car, and just seeing it sitting with the new tires, new wheels, and knowing that, you know, if I drive it, it won't be good for the tires themselves. And of course, these tires are really costly, so I don't want to drive them around, cause some uneven wear, and next thing you know, I'm paying for the tires again. Well, guys, that's all I've got for the alignment finally being done on the Mustang, and just everything is good now. I'm able to drive. Of course, the weather has been, I'm gonna have a video on the testing of these tires. These are brand new tires. They're actually not even brand new just for me, but also for Michelin. Michelin just launched them this year. They did not have this size. So if you are looking for all season and you want it as wide of a possible setup as you can get, these are probably your only bet. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys in the next video. As always, subscribe to Red 50 for more videos.